Wow, you guys. If we thought this story couldn't get any crazier, here we are. So the once missing teen was never actually missing, nor was he a teen at the time. Let's get right into it.
I'm the one who discovered that 25-year-old boy that they say had been missing for 8 years. He really wasn't missing. His mama was holding him captive in her house. This boy was coming into my garage every day.
Hey, welcome back to Carrie Moody channel. Again, this morning we're discussing the Rudy Farias story. Now, something interesting occurred overnight that we found, and that is Rudy went missing in March of 2015. His date of birth, according to court records, is October 1st, 1996. Now, if I'm any good at math, I'm going to say that makes him 26, almost 27 right now, meaning he was actually 18 when he was reported missing. So he would have turned 18 in October 1st of 2014. He was reported missing March of 2015. Now, October 1st, 1997 is what his mother listed as his date of birth on his missing flyers. And it's also been said that the mom would not provide updated photos to private investigators or law enforcement. So why was his mother saying he was 17 when in actuality he was 18 at the time, 18 and a half to be specific? Also, we now have this article from insider.com, and it says 4 private investigators who tried to find Rudy Farias, the Houston, Texas teen reported missing in 2015, tell Insider that they are hardly surprised that the miracle of his recent reappearance is shaping up to be more like a nightmare. Something doesn't add up, said one of them. There's something dark and dirty here. It goes on to talk about the press conference, and the police have not confirmed the activist's claims. But it says the mom, Janie Santana, did not return Insider's multiple requests for comment. It is unclear if she is together with Farias while the investigation continues, and we do know she is with him. Paradise and the other PIs that Insider spoke to said that they, too, had their doubts over the past 8 years about Santana. Their questions only deepened over the weekend after a family representative announced it's Rudy on a Facebook discussion group. He was in an undisclosed hospital, barely responsive, and covered in old and new bruises, the post said. Almost immediately, that same Facebook page, the Rudy Farias 4th discussion group, began filling with skepticism and conspiracy theories, with some posting purported screenshots of past fundraising by family members. In the most disturbing twist, neighbors have told a local television reporter that they've seen Farias around the neighborhood for years. He used to come in my garage, chill with my cousin, son, and daughter, neighbor Keisha Ross told ABC News in Houston. They'd share laughing, good times, added Ross's cousin. Another neighbor told the station that the guy they knew as Dolph, short for Rudolph, had been living at his mother's house for years. Paradise worked the original 2015 disappearance case for years as part of a network of search and rescue volunteers. There have been unconfirmed rumors for years that Rudy had been seen in the neighborhood and in the homes of family members. Hal, she wondered, could he have gone undiscovered all these years if the activist claims are right and he was home all along? There were freaking billboards in Houston announcing he was missing, she said. Even from the earliest days of the investigation, as dozens of volunteers pitched in to find the teen, alarm bells rang. The mom gave investigators the wrong year of birth, and we had to redo the flyers. He was 18 when he went missing, Paradise said Wednesday night. Tonight, I found the original intake form. It shows that mom wrote the wrong date. She said he was 17. The mother also would not provide any recent pictures of Farias. The one on the missing flyers shows him at 14, another thing that we've kind of known all along. She told me that she thought if he looked younger, there would be more empathy. When searchers found an asthma inhaler in a backpack at the disappearance scene and forwarded photos, family members quickly said they belonged to Farias. But after these items were forwarded to police, they turned out not to belong to him at all. Rudy never even had asthma, Paradise said. The backpack had some elementary school kids' homework inside it, and that wasn't Rudy's either. But the mom had swore up and down that it was his. The family had posted hospital photos they said showed Farias lying in a hospital bed. his face obscured. "It doesn't look like any Houston hospital I've ever seen," she said of the grainy snapshots. "We also now know that those were from 2012. I would love to hear that he's truly been missing all these years and has finally been found. I mean, God, I'd love to hear that he was found and is getting help, but I just don't trust anything that comes from that family." Ryan Grayson is a private investigator and defense investigator who practices in Texas and Mexico. He, Paradise, and husband-wife investigators Barbara and Martin were the four core PIs working the case from 2015 on. She claimed that there was a woman that was holding him in Mexico, Grayson told Insider of Farias' mother. This was a lead early on that Paradise and Grayson said the mom fundraised for. But Santana did not act like a grieving, worried mother. She showed up late for the fundraiser, and she didn't go around and say hello to any of the people who were donating money or at the fundraiser. Grayson tracked down the supposed trafficker and called her, he said. She said that Rudy's mom had talked to her. She said, "I told Janie I didn't want to be involved in her scam." On another occasion, Santana shared with him communications from her son's purported traffickers in Tijuana. The communications were in a dialect distinctly foreign to that region. It was like Chicano, Tex-Mex, Spanish, like what Janie was speaking, he said. "I washed my hands of the case after that. I've got a strong feeling he was a victim," Grayson added. "I know he was special needs. It's a pretty sad situation. There is much, much more to this case, and the Houston PD, when we worked it, was just not very interested." "It's true," she said. "She had us searching from Mexico to Louisiana. All of it was a lie." And then there's this news article from Wednesday, July 5th, and it is from Fox 26 Houston. They say, in an off-camera interview, Fox 26 spoke with Rudy Farias' mother on Wednesday. She said Rudy was kidnapped and taken to Mexico with a bag over his head 8 years ago. The mother added Rudy walked back to Houston, following the moon to go north. The mother also spoke about receiving death threats since the story first came out. She said she was going to the hotel for her own safety. She also said she wanted to end her son's interrogation with police because she said he had been through a lot and wasn't completely with it. Now, I have another theory here, and I'll probably catch hell for that. That's okay. Everything I've put out up until this point is facts. However, this is a theory I have. Since we now know Rudy was actually around 18 and a half when he went missing, not 17, it was thought for 8 years, is it possible that Rudy has actually been a willing participant in this for almost a decade-long scam? Is it possible that's why law enforcement allowed him and Psycho Mom to leave together, because they too have suspicions and need to gather evidence? This actually would be the best case scenario in the sense that if this is what's happened, then he has not been the victim that we were told he was yesterday. On the other hand, if what Rudy allegedly said yesterday is true, then I fear Mom will make a run for it, or something bad could happen. And I pray I'm wrong about that. So for now, we wait until the press conference by the Houston Police Department this afternoon, and hopefully we find out more then. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day.